Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Stormwatch. I'm your host, Treba Mitchell, and we have some great stories for you this week from the talented student producers of MATC's TV and video production program. The weather is slowly warming, and snow no longer covers the ground, which means spring is here, and Easter is right around the corner. If you're planning to get together for the Easter holiday, then Savannah McKay wants to show you how to make the perfect bunny-shaped cake for the occasion.
It's right around the corner. Are you looking for something fun and exciting to do this upcoming holiday? If so, I'm going to demonstrate how to make a fun Easter bunny cake. Here's what you need: mix, icing, your flavor preference, food dye, 3 eggs, butter, non-stick cooking spray, an assortment of candy, your mixing bowls, and last but not least, your Easter bunny cake pan. First things first, we're going to make our cake batter. After pouring the mix, we're going to add water, butter, and 3 eggs. If you're clumsy like me with eggs, you might want to have someone else do it. We wouldn't want any crunchy surprises in our cake. With all those ingredients there, you want to mix it all up. Mix it real good, make sure it's thick and creamy. You want to spray your cake pan to every crevice. We wouldn't want the bunny's ears to stick. We're going to set our oven to 350 degrees. When putting the cake in the oven, you want to make sure you put it on the last rack or the middle rack. It'll cook better. Make sure to check your cake periodically, every 5 to 10 minutes. You'll know it's ready when you smell that sweet smell. Now we're going to put our cake down and let it cool off for about 10 to 15 minutes. After it's cooled down, you want to take a knife and cut around the edges, just to make sure that it won't stick too hard to the pan, and it'll be easier to pull it out. Be careful with this one. You don't want your cake to turn out like this. But merely like this. Here comes the fun part. It's time to get creative. Get your candies, your food coloring, and your icing. If you're a perfectionist like me, it'll take a while to do this. Here we have it, our Easter bunny cake. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bon appetit!
Well, that certainly looked delicious, and I can't wait to try it out for my family's Easter celebration. Next up, we have a story from Corey Scott Johnson about MATC's plumbing program. And later, Marlon Thompson's story will help us navigate the sometimes tricky process of using the Stormer Pass. Let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Mike Geiger. I'm the preparatory plumbing instructor here at Milwaukee Area Technical College. I've been teaching here since 1997 and enjoy my job very much. I am a master plumber. My credentials also include me being a plumbing inspector for the City of Milwaukee for approximately 4 years and a plumbing inspector for the City of Wauwatosa for about 3 years before I was hired away and came here full-time in 1997.
The plumbing program is a 5-day course. We have class Monday through Friday. On our Monday and Friday class, we have our our code class, plumbing theory. And what it consists of, the books that consist of, we have our plumbing code, which is words and illustrations. And then we have our just illustration code book. This just shows the pictures. And then the book that goes along with that is our plumbing program, plumbing workbook, and it has all the problems we need to go through and search in the code to find those.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's nothing that I would trade. I've learned so much since I've been here. Given the opportunity to do this, because from where I come from, and having an opportunity to come to school to learn is great. And my instructor has given us different tasks, and as you can see from the different modules that we work in, it has not only allowed me to expand upon the knowledge that I already have, but to just push myself.
This program started in 1997 through the cooperation of MATC and Plumbers Local 75. The program is geared to give people some basic skills in the piping trades, get them a better understanding of the construction process and how it all relates in the big picture when we're doing construction on a residential home, a commercial building, or an industrial building.
I chose a preparatory plumbing program just because I was at a point in my life where I knew I had to make a choice about furthering education, but I had never been like a hands-on or a technical person to be able to, make up my mind. And I was introduced by my father to the program, and I felt like something in my head told me, like, this is your chance, you gotta take it, you gotta make something out of yourself.
This is the wet lab portion of the MATC preparatory plumbing program. On this wet wall, which we refer to, the students come to and they learn how to diagnose problems on faucets, whether they be kitchen sink faucets or lavatory faucets or even tub shower mixing valves. First time that I have a student learn how to install a faucet, I have them come to the wet wall and pick a faucet of their choice. We have many different faucets for them to work with, and they learn to install the faucet at this workbench. Graduating from this program, they would get placed higher on the list typically because they have more skills and also possess more mechanical ability. Responsible for hooking up the drain lines that pop up the site.
Come to room S301 and pick up your Stormer Pass. Some students have no clue on how to use their Stormer Pass. Some put it in backwards and try and force it to happen. Before you know it, they're frustrated. They're beating the machine, and then they just give up. Some use the wrong identification to put in the machine. You must use your Stormer Pass, not your identification, not your driver's license.
Next.
Come to room S301 and pick up your Stormer Pass.
Hi, I just want to let you know how our Stormer Pass can be used district-wide at all 4 campuses. First and foremost, you want to use it as an identification card. And then, while you're here on campus, you can use it in your academic support centers, and it's very important there because you can print all your assignments and any research you need to do. So you're going to have print funds on your Stormer Pass, as well as in the library. So you're given $10 of free print funds every semester. And so if you use it, great. If you don't, you'll lose it. So it's a good time to use it. And then, after you're done studying and doing all your homework, if you're hungry, you can run over to the cafeteria or the vending machines or to our store and purchase snacks and or food, and you're ready to go for the rest of the day. Now that you've eaten and you've studied, now you want to run down to our Student Fitness Center. You want to be able to work off everything you just got eaten and refresh your mind by working out and having a great time in that Student Fitness Center. And then when you're done working out, go on over to the Student Union and use it over there and play a little pool or foosball or watch some TV. So then also very important is if you're driving here, you want to make sure you have campus cash on your card for you can pay for your parking, because if you don't have that campus cash on your Storm Pass and use your Storm Pass to park, you're going to pay the hourly rates. So you want to make sure if you want to pay $1.50, put money on that card. We have some machines we call account management centers, and you can use a credit card or cash to load campus cash onto your Storm Pass there. And you can also check your account balances at that time in case you're not sure if you have enough money to buy food or print or anything that way.
Deposit money. Let's do credit card. Campus cash. Now you swipe your credit card. This is mine now. Oh, first we have to pick out how much we're putting on here. Let's do $1.
Are you gonna do it? I should.
Now we swipe. And there it is. Now should I get a receipt? And there you go. Wait a minute, it's mine.
So 2 ways to use your card, on campus and off. Well, at the account management centers, there's directions on the screen, so you just have to follow those directions and swipe your card and you're ready to go.
Come to room S301 and pick up your Stormer Pass.
Spring brings a lot in our lives. Flowers blooming, birds singing, and students graduating. If you're an MATC student gearing up for graduation, Maisha Armstrong wants to make sure you're prepared.
It's that time of year for students to get prepared for graduation. But before you walk across the stage, there are some things you'll need to take care of first.
To view MATC's graduation process, you can access matc.edu, click on Student Services, and then scroll down to Graduation Information. There will be information to help you determine whether or not you are a potential graduate. If you are a potential graduate, you'll want to complete an application. You can complete that application online, or you can complete it in person at any of the 4 campus locations.
If you are at the downtown campus, go to room S115 to get a graduation application. You can receive one from any receptionist there and also fill it out. Then go to the cashier's office to pay the $15 cap and gown fee, and when you're done, drop it in the box located in the transcript office.
Once we receive your application, here the graduation department will evaluate your program plan requirements. We will then send you a letter informing you of your graduation eligibility.
My course is entrepreneurship. When I first heard about the deadline, I was interested and I had to make sure that I met all the requirements. So my GPA, my cumulative is up to par, and I'm passing all of my classes, and I paid the $15, and I also received verification via telephone that my application was accepted, and I will be participating in spring commencement May 15th.
So if you do plan to complete this spring or this summer and you haven't yet applied for graduation, please be sure to do so by this coming up Tuesday, March 31st, which is the deadline. Thanks.
Thank you for all that great information, Maisha. Those deadlines sure are approaching fast. As Maisha mentioned, the deadline for graduation application is tomorrow, March 31st. Something else that is quickly approaching is spring break. April 2nd, there will not be any evening classes, and MATC's spring break will officially begin April 3rd. When we return to school on April 13th, priority registration for summer and fall 2015 semesters will begin for military service members. And on the 14th, priority registration begins for all other eligible students. And big news for MATC's downtown campus, April 15th will be the official ribbon cutting and grand opening of the new library. Now student producer Sarah Stengel wants to bring a little music into your life. And speaking of music, Tanner Burke has put together a story for us featuring some students from MATC's music program. Let's check it out.
far as I can remember, music has driven me for like everything. Like it's been the source of inspiration for my whole life.
I got a little keyboard for Christmas when I was 7, I think. And I just never stopped playing piano. My parents got me an electric piano a couple years later. Started taking lessons when I was about 9, in 2002. And yeah, it's always been there. I've never left it.
I think it's always going to be a mystery for me as to why it makes me feel the way I do, but the truth remains that it's always been an inspiration for me. It's always powered me through life. I just want to be happy when I'm playing with other people, you know, and I want to be totally in the zone. I don't want to be thinking about anything else. So music is my catalyst for getting together with other people, and I think as far as where I want music to take me in the future, I just want it to take me to places where I can have fun with other people and really enjoy being alive.
Yeah, I guess it's just my passion. It helps me show passion, teaches me passion, teaches me harmony with like myself, with others, and it's just overall like a positive experience.
Spring always makes me feel like dancing, so it's great to check in and see what the talented students in the music department are up to now. Brandon Wayhausen has a story for us featuring his struggle to capture an elusive springtime creature. And after that, we'll be joined in the studio by a very special guest.
Preparations are underway for this year's Easter celebration. With Easter being a week away, students here at MATC have noticed a few surprises around campus. Easter eggs are being found throughout the campus. Though it is early, it is a sign that a rabbit has somehow found its way into the building. No one has witnessed a rabbit, but its presence is noted. In hallways, backpacks, trays of food, behind vending machines, and even under hats.
Today on Stormwatch, I, Brandon Wayhausen, will be putting an end to this. I'll be camping out all night on campus in hopes of finding this rabbit and putting an end to this madness.
So far, I haven't really found any signs of the rabbit. I continue my search using my huntsman-like skills to track him down. I found a bunch of eggs. That's pretty much it.
See, this rabbit thinks he's slick. But he's sloppy. We'll find him. Sure of it. Hey, see? Look. Carrots. This could only mean one thing. It's closer than we think. Hey, did you hear that? Come on! Come on, man! He's getting away! Where did he go? I lost him. No! Darn you, rabbit! He's just toying with me now. He's leaving more and more eggs. Oh, God. the eggs. So I've set some traps in the hallways, and they haven't really been working so well. So far I've caught a janitor, a few night students. May have to rethink these traps. Who knew carrots were so irresistible? I think that was one of my traps. I got you! Sneaky little guy, aren't you? You think you can just leave your eggs around all willy-nilly? Well, guess again, Buster. I knew leaving that rabbit in distress would lure you here. It was only a matter of time. All right, well, let's get this guy out to the exterminator. Put down the boom and help me. Ready? Go. Oh man, rabbit pooed. Go get me a plastic bag so I can clean this up. Okay, look, Mr. Bunny. Can I call you that? We can't be having you leaving your eggs around the building. I'm gonna set you free, but you're gonna have to promise not to come back to MATC. Great. Okay, well, let me show you out. How did you get in here anyway? And so ends that problem. Mr. Rabbit went on his way to spread joy and wonderment elsewhere, hiding eggs wherever his heart entails. Godspeed, Mr. Easter Rabbit. I'm Randy Weyhausen for Stormwatch. I hope you all have a very Merry Easter.
That was pretty cute. And I'm happy that Randon and the bunny were able to work it out in the end. But right now, I'm joined by Ben Burns. We know a little bit about him from moments ago, Tanner Burke's story about the MATC music department. So thanks for joining us, Ben.
Thank you.
So you were pretty good in that video. How long have you been playing the drums for?
About 9 years. I took about a 1-year break. Became more interested in the more melodic composition aspect of music, and drums took the backseat to guitar and everything like that, but it's been about 9 years.
Okay. So what made you decide to come on over to MATC?
Well, I have a lot of friends who had been here about 25 years ago, and they're pretty successful musicians, a lot of people that I really admire as artists and just as people in general, and I had a lot of suggestions to come check out the program. Heard it was really great just to be among a group of musicians who are enriched with the same passion that I had for music. So it was kind of just one of those things where I wanted to study music more seriously, and I also wanted to be in a community, and I heard that those two things were a great opportunity, and it's been proven to be true.
Good. So I guess, where do you see yourself after graduation?
Well, hopefully in a lot of places. You know, I think music's one of those tools where it provides endless opportunity for exploration and connection. And I would like to play music with other people and for the rest of my life, but I also am pretty interested in where music can be combined with psychotherapy to provide more insight into who we are as people and how we can use music as tools to grow. So I think that's kind of my long-term goal. Everything else in between and after is just more so I just want to connect with other people and play music.
That's awesome, because I definitely need my music therapy. I don't know, it gets me through the day. But thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, so that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you all at home for tuning in to this week's episode of Stormwatch. And we hope that you'll be able to catch us on the next episode as well. Well, I'm Treva Mitchell, and thanks for watching.